Hello, and today I'm gonna talk about Wikipedia removes Orlando shooting from Islamist terror attack list. So this is actually quite exciting news for me because I just recently started doing these videos, and I've noticed a trend if I try to take any video out of YouTube that has feminist rhetoric, then there's always one big weapon they always use, usually at the start, and sometimes, for example, if you are Aaron Ra, you only use it and you just stick with that gun because it's so very powerful, very nuclear weapon for feminism, and that is the dictionary definition of feminism. And maybe you cannot anymore believe in the dictionary. Maybe you don't believe anymore in Wikipedia because certainly they seem to have some kind of agenda going here. So this is very interesting. Because I actually when this Orlando mass shooting in a gay club happened, I was very vigilantly looking the news, and I noticed this that when it started and they weren't sure who committed the crime, but it was happening at the time. There was such discussion on the internet because, I think it might be rumor, but I heard that someone got a chance to call their mom and tell them that I'm gonna die next. That I'm sorry, and I don't know how you say goodbye in that situation. It sounds horrible, but that might be rumor or whatever. But basically, there were some people who were using social media from the site, so that there was a lot of push before it was sure that who the shooter was. It wasn't still. They didn't have it on a hard fact. So of course, in the internet discussion, for example, Reddit is a good example. They started to think that it's a white male. It's a white male that did it because basically that's the kind of idea that toxic masculinity breeds these spree killers and a woman can do no evil. But then, of course, when it was confirmed, and it was really interesting because I think that this Omar Mateen, it is very interesting. This Omar Mateen, who did it, called 911 and confessed that he's gonna do this before he did the crime, and confessed that this is because of ISIS and this kind of terrorist connection. But you can really see this kind of sentiment. For example, this is very odd, but if you look at feminist poetry, like slam poetry in YouTube, that has to deal with Orlando, if there are some kind of people like Steve Chives or other feminists taking into account this mass shooting, then what they wanna do is downplay the religious aspect or ethnicity aspect, and just because it wasn't white male when it should be just totally okay to blame it on it and say that it was what it is, then you just kind of hide that side of it. You have to hide the religious or terroristic intent behind the attack. So to go with this kind of narrative in the media, then Wikipedia removes Orlando shooting from Islamist terror attack list, and it's very interesting. There was this someone probably who has a feminist agenda or cultural Marxist agenda, Mr. X, who works with the Wikipedia editor, and he wanted to remove the 2016 Orlando nightclub shooting from this list, and basically he here in the end he says that kind of or some editor named Bastun further claimed like world's asylums are full of people who claim they are Napoleon. If one of them attack a psychiatric nurse, we don't attribute the attack to the French Empire, even if clickbaity tabloids or reactionary sources do. Well, it's very interesting when in this case we have this person admitting themselves. And we can't believe their dying word when they want to have this terrorist attack, and they want the idea is to spread terror. So the idea is to take claim for ISIS for this strike. That is what he wants, and he says that out loud in a phone call before he does it, and then he does it. We can't believe it because let's pretend for a second, let's entertain this idea that he was a terrorist and he called and told the truth that he was a terrorist because he has motive to do that. He wants the fame, he wants to spread the terror message. But no, it must be some kind of secret theory here. He must have some reason to lie because he's basically Islamophobic, and he just wants to spread lies and rumors and bad press to ISIS or Islamic religious, political, whatever, I don't know. He just wants some kind of agenda, and he calls them and then just like trips. When he called the phone call that had nothing to do with what he was going to do next, then he just tripped and his finger tripped on the trigger, and then oops, all people died, no connection, nothing, no connection. He called, but he didn't mean to shoot anyone like he claimed in the phone call. He just tripped, and all the people are dead now. All the people are dead. It's very interesting. I don't know if they're gonna change this or what, but I brought up this Finnish because I'm from Finland. This Finnish page of Wikipedia here, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna try to see what relevant parts for the terrorist attack angle is there in this Orlando shooting Finnish article. So there's here that ISIS has confirmed that one of their members was behind the strike, but of course they are also lying. Don't believe ISIS. Don't believe them because they are just a friendly bunch of friendly people, and they lie to you that they are behind this because they just want the publicity so badly. They are not actually behind it. So here is this, but then there is also the interesting that the United States government has not confirmed this report, and that President Barack Obama thinks that the strike is surely inspired by ISIS but not done by one member of the ISIS. And here that Saturday 11th July or June, Pulse gay bar, yes, there was some Latinos. Perpetrator had a semi-automatic rifle and a handgun. Came before 2 local time. He shot 49 people to die and 10 were wounded. So here on his bio it says basically, which is relevant, that Mateen called the 911 before the act and pledged allegiance to the terrorist organization ISIS, and the FBI already before this in years 2013-2014 were kind of snooping around on his connection to extreme Islamists, but those were stopped those investigations because they couldn't confirm the connections. Okay, so this seems to say that okay, he says it himself, and ISIS claims, or so here yes, he says it himself in the 911 call, and then ISIS claims to be behind this attack. But then here we have the list of Islamist terrorist attacks. There is nothing here. So to conclude, I think it's very disgraceful if you really wanna be pro LGBTQ rights. You shouldn't put their rights behind basically these Islamist, extremist people. I think people should get to know the truth and make their own decision. I don't believe for a fact that in the current political climate it would inspire hateful acts if we would spread less lies and rumors about these things, but we would actually talk about them and straight on and address the real issues and who done what. This is very disgraceful for all the people who died in the Orlando shooting, very disgraceful for all their relatives that are still alive, and I feel ashamed that we live in a world where this is happening like that. This is the political correct thing. Just yes, your lives didn't mean nothing. We just wanna spread this our political agenda, this very odd feminist idea that just blame males, blame masculinity, but don't blame women, don't blame minorities, because there is this intersectional idea. Then I guess it's now confirmed that gays and lesbians are more privileged than the religious extremists, and their religious extremist feelings are more important, or well, basically not, because the moderate religious people's feelings are more important, than we don't want anything bad to happen to them. Fuck the case, I guess. Just disgraceful. I'm utterly wordless now. I'm utterly wordless, so I'll stop this. But Wikipedia, stop lying and spreading propaganda. Fix your act and promote the truth and not this agenda-based lying. Thank you.